All right. Hey guys, I'm back to YouTube. It's been a minute. I know I've been gone. I know. Hey, but it happens, school, life. You feel me? Hey, but we're back. I'm on the podcast. We're talking about our topic. I'll get into that in a little bit. First, let's introduce our guest, Angel Pacheco.
Hello.
That's what I'm here with today. I'm Darren. As you guys know, I do YouTube. Ha, that's me. But yeah, today our topic is going to be video games and violence. But first, before we get into our topic fully, I have 4 questions I'm going to ask Angel. Let's start with the first one. So, Angel, what do you think counts as a violent video game?
I think a violent video game is really anything that's kind of graphic, gory, maybe shooting games, particularly like COD or Call of Duty, or any really first-person shooter. I
Okay,
think it's a violent game.
I get that. To add on to that, I feel like some fighting games also count, like Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, Tekken, stuff like that. A lot of the stuff people our age or older grew up on. So, yeah. What, in your opinion, contributes to youth violence?
I think it's the lack of teaching, like this distinguishing that is just a video game and it's not real life, and life doesn't work like that.
I see that.
As well as the lack of role models
Hmm,
in both male and female's lives.
that's
Whether
true.
it be, a missing parent or a missing, a teacher that's, we have a lot of bad teachers that can lead into us having negative feelings towards other people and towards that teacher.
That's true. My side, I feel like some things that contribute are like, I don't know, like some people that grow up around gangs and stuff like that, like in certain areas, like like Compton, stuff like that, like LA, or certain places like even in like New Bern and such like that. Like I feel like certain places are like gang violence, like just getting into bad habits, such things like that, like walking around like a corner and you see these people and you like hang out with them, you get affiliated, things like that, like things of that nature. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get that. I agree for sure that it does. There's things in our life that attribute to be us being violent. And it's not necessarily who is around, but what we see.
Yeah, especially at those younger ages too, where you're more like in a developmental stage and like you're more impacted by what's going on around you than yourself as a person. That's why they
Or
focus in those kindergarten classes, like showing you like how to read, write, stuff like that.
you are a figment of, your environment.
Yeah,
So that makes sense.
y'all can answer these questions too down below in the comments. Like, yeah, we're talking about. I'm not live or nothing like that, but like, y'all can always answer in the comments. I'll read them. I'll check through. I'll talk with y'all. I'll conversate. I'll get with y'all too. The third question we got here is: do you think violence in video games affects children? If so, how?
I think they do. Yeah. So as a child, or when I was a child, I used to play a lot of Call of Duty Zombies, and I used to have like reoccurring dreams because of that.
Hmm.
I also think I don't think it made me more violent as a kid, but it just made me more aware of violence.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm a violent person, but there's violent things I've seen, and I'm kind of become unsensitized or desensitized to it.
I see what you're saying. I'm also with Angel on the fact that like I don't think violence in video games like I think it affects children, but I don't think it makes them violent in my opinion. Like I feel like they'll see it like yeah, it could like scare them or like make them desensitized like Angel was saying, but I don't think it like makes them violent. But also when I was looking at the studies in one of my sources, it showed that like it didn't make the kids violent. Like they had a study where they had kids play violent video games, stuff like that. They noticed that it was a very minimal, if it did make a change, a very minimal change in the child. So I don't think it does make a change. And if it did have an effect or more of an effect, what do you feel do you think we should have more restrictions on like rated R or violent games?
I think whatever we do, whatever restrictions we put on them, there's still going to be kids who are going to work around it. Have an older, have a parent buy it for them, or an older friend, an older cousin, somehow some way they're going to get around it.
Yeah.
I don't think there is much we can do about preventing younger kids from accessing these more violent games. I think we should instead just embrace it and understand that's going to be a part of our culture now because games have evolved to be a part of, everyday things. You know, are part of everyday life, whether we realize it or not. There's games. There's games in everything. You know, I've played games for my McDonald's app to get a free
Games in McDonald's app.
So it's really everything.
I'm gonna have to try that one out after this.
We should more focus on the fact that the teaching the difference between a game and reality, because games are not going away anytime soon.
Not at all. If anything, they're coming more about, because especially with the world going towards a more tech-based thing, like with the technology field and all the technology coming out, it's probably going to be more prevalent of violent video games and such. Because, like, with how the world's evolving, more technology is coming out and about, and it's not going to get better. If anything, it'll get worse. So it makes more sense to just, like, teach them about it and, like, embrace it and help them instead of them sneaking around and it gets way worse.
Yeah, I agree, for sure.
Those are our four main questions. But we are not done yet, guys. Don't worry. I'm not coming back on a 6-minute video. No. We have a little bit more. These are not the bloopers. It's just us talking about it. Because, genuinely, this is a topic this is an age-old topic. Since I was a young little dude, since I was a little jit, when I was little, I was like in kindergarten. They were always talking about, does violence in video games affect the children? And if you should play them, stuff like that. Since I was little up till now, where I'm almost an adult, they have always had this topic. It was always debated in schools, universities, even households. This could cause arguments in households. It's used to. But now it's more of a topic that we've done research on. And may some people not see the research, but we have researched it to check through. And it's a good thing that we've had the research done to talk about it. Because it's a really important topic with how many people are playing games, even with how many people are interacting with other people. Because overall it could lead to like changes in like disorder, stuff like that. Because it's an important topic. Genuinely. Because with all the kids going to school, seeing all these different things, it's good to have a way to pinpoint what is causing children to be more violent. Because you don't want people to be like mean, like especially bullying is a big factor in kids being violent. I think I could say. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Because
For sure.
that's what leads to all the, I know we hate to talk about school shooting and stuff like that, because people are feeling they're getting isolated and stuff like that. And it's not fun to be isolated because you feel lonely and it hurts. But shout out to Sandy Hook Promise, Save Promise for doing a job to help stop violence in schools. Because they have this Speak Up program and everything like that. And there's ways for them to share, ways to reach out to somebody else before it gets to that point. And that's something I love about the Save Promise, Sandy Hook Promise, all that. That's something I love about that. Save, stand against violence everywhere. That's what Save stands for, by the way, if you don't know. That's something I like about Sandy Hook Promise. They find a way, they stand up through schools and stuff like that and help stop violence. They have Start With Hello weeks where we make, well, my school, the Early College East, we make signs and we stand outside when people are walking across the crosswalk that have hello in different languages, like saying hi to everybody, smiling, making greetings, because that little greeting could make a difference. Because if I saw Angel, he's having a bad day before we get to class, and I say, yo, what's up, Angel? And he sees me say hi, and he's like, he sees me unhappy, he'll be a little bit happier because somebody reached out to him that day. Because sometimes when you're just down, you need somebody to reach out, somebody just to talk to. You know? You know what I'm saying, Angel?
Yeah, I could agree. There have been definitely times where, been down in the dumps and talking to a friend, not even about why I'm down, or just talking in general. Having a conversation does help.
But yeah, that's one reason. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think you're saying really great things. The violence is not going away, and I don't think video games has to do with the child's upbringing. You know, if a child has a great upbringing and where their parents are teaching them right and wrong and are there for them and understanding, they're going to be able to differentiate what is reality, what isn't,
Yeah.
especially when playing video games. But if a child did not have a good upbringing, similar to how we have, where we can distinguish right and wrong, excuse me. Yeah, sorry.
You're good. Don't worry.
I lost my train of thought.
That's why I love podcasts. But yeah, this is gonna be. I can pause it. I got it. All right. Hey guys, I'm back. Had to cut it because I had to help my mom out. We had to help our moms out, you know, help the families. But yeah, so as I was saying, we looked at the surveys. We talked about how we feel. We want to know how you feel next. So down below, if you get a chance after watching the video, let me know how you feel. I'll put the questions in the description maybe if y'all want me. I'll put the question in the description. I'll put a link to the Save Promise website so you can check out what I'm talking about. Because they really are a good organization that helps the world. They help violence in schools. And that's something that we really should look at since we're already on the topic of violence. It's a good thing to look at. But that's the end of podcast 1. We might do more if y'all like it. You know, if y'all rocking with it, I might put a few more out there for you. But that's the end of podcast number 1. This time, here with Angel, the GOAT. Known this guy for years. He's chill.
Appreciate it for bringing me on.
No problem, man. Maybe I'll bring you back. But yeah, that's all we got for today. Later, man. Hey, thanks for tuning in.